teenage boy found wandering in Kentucky, reportedly telling police he is this boy, Timmothy Pitzen, who vanished all the way back in 2011. The teen saying he escaped two captors who allegedly held him for 7 years. Now investigators are working to confirm his identity. Matt Finn is following this story from our Midwest Bureau. What a story. Matt, what do you know?
Well, right now, Melissa, police are investigating this teenager who suddenly appeared claiming that he was this missing boy who vanished years ago. There is apparently a DNA test underway that might clarify this whole thing, and the results of that test could come at any hour. There was shock yesterday in Kentucky as this teenage boy described as anxious and afraid surfaced in Newport, Kentucky, claiming he was Timmothy Pitzen. Neighbors initially called 911 to report the teen who was acting suspicious. The teen claimed he escaped his captors at a nearby Red Roof Inn, describing them as two males with bodybuilder frames.
So we had this child who said he ran away. He said he was kidnapped. And we found it. It looks like back in 2011 he was kidnapped or abducted. I'm not quite sure what the situation is.
Pitzen's family says they're being cautiously optimistic. Here is a neighbor who discovered the teen and also his grandmother who says the family is hopeful.
Really, he was a lost child. I mean, he really was. It broke my heart to see him standing there like he had not a friend in the world, like nobody was going to help him. He just, the demeanor.
Scared.
Yeah, he was scared. He was scared to death.
We never stopped looking for him, thinking about him, and that we love him, and we'll do everything to get him back to a good life.
In 2011, 6-year-old Timmothy Pitzen's mother checked him out of his kindergarten class in Aurora, Illinois. She spent a few days with him, took him to a zoo and a water park, and then police say she killed herself in a Rockford motel, leaving behind a chilling note saying her son was okay, but would never be seen again. Police say they searched some nearby Red Roof Inn motels. They have not discovered these alleged captors, and we will keep you updated on this developing story, Melissa.
Matt, did you say they did discover the captors or they haven't yet?
They have not.
Wow. What else did the neighbors say about when they discovered him and they called the police? I mean, were there any other details there about what he said to them or what made them call the police?
So the neighbors basically said there was this wandering teenage boy that was suspicious in their neighborhood. One neighbor thought that he might have even been trying to break into their cars. So they called 911, and that's when he gave them his story. He said he escaped the Red Roof Inn, a nearby hotel, that he crossed some type of bridge. He ended up in this random neighborhood, and they described him as perhaps even being physically beaten in the face, Melissa.
Gosh, this is so heartbreaking. Well, we have to hope that this is this boy finally coming home. Matt Finn, thank you so much for your reporting.